Good evening. My name is Chris Kiesling, principal here at Rochester High School. Welcome. This program is dedicated to the class of 2019 and the 139th graduating class of Rochester Community School Corporation and the 9th New Tech graduating class. Our students are very fortunate to live in a community such as ours. It is impressive to consider the number of gifts, awards, and scholarships that are offered to them. We continue to be very honored and privileged to have this outstanding support. We would like to begin by thanking all parties that so graciously contributed to this class and to ensure future success. This program continues to expand each year, which is, of course, a good thing. I'd like to take a moment to say a special thank you to our guidance department, and who work very hard to ensure that students are meeting deadlines and filling out applications correctly, and simply helping them transition out of high school. Okay, without any further delay, we will get started with tonight's program. Academic letters and chevrons. Seniors who have earned the top 10 grade point averages for 3 of the last 4 grading periods. These students are Jacob Bowman, if you guys would come on up here on the stage here as I announce your name. Jacob, please save your applause until we get them all announced here. Jacob Bowman, chevron. Adam Brown, chevron. Grace Dakey, chevron. Gabriella Goss, chevron. Jerry Plummer, letter. Sarah Rohr, chevron. And Isaac Smith, a chevron. Let's give these all a big round of applause. The next award, some of these will be up here repeatedly tonight. So, next award is the Sentinel Scholar students that have achieved the top 10 cumulative grade point averages after 7 semesters in the class of 2019. They will be receiving a gift, compliments of the Rochester Sentinel and Otter medallions, and also these top 10 students' names will be engraved on the Sentinel Scholar plaque. In alphabetical order, they are, and I know just as sure as some of these students sat down, they'll be right back up. Jacob Bowman. Adam Brown. Grace Dakey. Cody Dennis. Gabriella Goss. Jordan Biddix. Sarah Rohr. Adrian Shepard. Isaac Smith, and Briley Towle. Let's give them all a big hand. Be a little patient here as we take all the pictures here. I always love when students get up in front of everybody, they suddenly become quiet. They're not that quiet during the day. I'm here to tell you that. Okay, foreign exchange student recognition tonight. Foreign exchange student program that we have is a win-win program. The school receives a rich benefit for learning about the languages, customs, and norms of the varied countries that they come from. Some of our students make lifelong friends and will have a chance to visit with them in their home someday. We certainly hope the exchange students gain the same benefit from living here in Rochester, Indiana. We want to recognize our foreign exchange students this year and present them with a certificate of completion. And forgive me with these names. Even though I know them and interacted with them, and we have maybe nicknames to help us through it, we'll do our best here. Michelle, Michael, Shika. In parentheses is Mike, but I want to try Michelle. Yes. Our next one, and I'm going to stick with the name in parentheses this time. I know I'm not going to, it's not going to work here. Lulu. Come on up, Lulu. Lulu Martucci. She's from Italy. Both of these are from Italy. Isabel from Spain. Right here, okay. Alston from the Philippines. I want to thank these students for all that they've contributed this year to Rochester. They certainly add spice to the year and enrich everyone's lives. The Ball State University Miller Business Honors Scholarship is awarded to students who exemplify strong academic drive, professionalism, leadership, and ethical and moral character. Students receiving this scholarship receive exclusive benefits and financial support, including full tuition and fees, laptop, study abroad funding, and more. The recipient of the Miller Business Honors Scholarship is Isaac Smith.
Rochester Ford Lincoln is proud to support the FFA and the Built Ford Tough Trucks FFA Scholarship Program. The scholarship program is designed to recognize FFA members' talents and accomplishments while encouraging their future academic achievements. The scholarship being given today is one of more than 1,800 scholarships awarded this year around the country by Ford Motor Company and Ford dealers to FFA members planning to attend college this fall. The program is equally funded by Ford Motor Company and Ford dealers who chose to participate. Since the scholarship program began in 1997, over $11.3 million has been awarded throughout the country. Supporting excellence in education is important to Ford and Rochester Ford Lincoln. Ford is committed to investing in and engaging with the communities where we live and work, and this scholarship program is one way that they can do that. Rochester Ford Lincoln is proud to award a $1,000 Built Ford Tough Trucks FFA scholarship to Briley Towell. Briley plans to use the funds to pursue his degree at Fort Hays State University. Rochester Ford Lincoln, I wish Briley and all the members of the class of 2019 great success with their future goals.
Created in memory of Burger King co-founder James Jim W. Mclemore, the Burger King Scholars Program has awarded $35 million in scholarships to more than 33,000 high school students. Recipients are selected based on their grade point average, work experience, extracurricular activities, and community service. Receiving the $1,000 scholarship is Briley Towell. Thanks to the generosity of Coca-Cola, the Rochester High School Administration and Athletic Department are issuing two 250 scholarships to a male and female student athlete at RHS each year on Honors Night. The scholarship recipients were selected by a committee headed by the building principal and athletic director. The committee considers outstanding academic achievements coupled with multi-sport participation through graduation at RHS. The recipients of the Coca-Cola Scholar Athlete Awards are Sarah Rohr and Cody Dennis. The Comcast Leaders and Achievers Scholarship Program recognizes high school seniors for their community service, academic performance, and leadership skills. We provide these scholarships to give young people the opportunity to continue their education to better compete in tomorrow's workplace. Receiving a scholarship of $2,500 is Briley Towell.
Could I have my engineering seniors come up and join me on stage, please? As the students are coming up here, these students have completed 4 years of engineering here at the high school. They have taken a variety of engineering classes as well as completed the capstone class, Engineering Design and Development, to receive this honor. Along with the plaque, some of the students will receive a scholarship from the Gene Haas Foundation for their efforts of 4 years of engineering and continued commitment to CNC and engineering. A commitment for 4 years is a hard thing in this day and age, with kids and people changing their mind often. It says a lot about these students beside me. It says a lot about the students beside me. I tell my students on the first day of class, when they're freshman year, I'm not everyone's cup of tea teacher. So thank you guys for sticking with me for 4 years. This class has been fun to teach. We've had some injuries. We've had some fights. We've had some tears. And along the way, we've had a lot of fun. This class has been very competitive. They bring the best and the worst out in each other. They push each other to complete the project to the best of their ability. Lastly, this particular class is my most expensive class to this date. In the past 7 days, the class has managed to destroy $2,000 worth of electric car parts. And that's just the tip of the iceberg for the past 4 years. By far, to this point, the most expensive class to this date. I always try to think of how each class has impacted me as a person and as a teacher. This class has given me a great hope for the future. There is not a challenge that they are afraid of or a challenge they can't beat. As a class, we competed in FIRST Robotics, EV kart racing, and still found a way to do their own projects that they wanted to do, like build a small cabin. Parents, you did a great job of raising these boys. Thank you for allowing them to be a part of my life. Fellas, I leave you with this. I can't thank you enough for the time we had and the efforts you put in. I hope you've had fun. I will miss you more than you will ever know. Now for the last, I leave you with the last loudism. In theory, it'll work just fine. Thank you.
In theory. And as those boys sit down, I don't know if you were able to see the award they received. It was a handmade award, and I don't know if one of them would hold it up. Cody, hold yours up. It is so cool. So if you get a chance, you'll have to look at those boys' awards. The next award we're going to give this evening is from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, CA Scholarship. And the scholarship is in the amount of $300. And the winner is Adam Brown.
Tonight, receiving a total of $29,500 of scholarships and grants from Franklin College's Catherine Hughes. Receiving the Hoagland OEM Match Scholarship in the Indiana County Bicentennial Scholarship from Indiana University is Jerry Plummer. Jerry will receive $8,500 per year, which is a total of $34,000 for 4 years. Receiving the Richard E. and Suzanne Belcher Agriculture Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, the AI and Eva Math Eisen Scholarship, $2,000, and the Presidential Scholarship, which is $4,000 renewable up to $16,000 from Purdue, again, is Gary Plummer.
track here. Receiving the $500 Ferris Tribune Youth to Watch School Spirit Scholarship is Catherine Hughes.
We're so excited about those awards that Mr. Lau made, we forgot to turn the page here, so give us just a second. Well, I'm going to present, regardless if it's in the right order, I'm going to present the Purdue University award at this time, and it's the Purdue University Fort Wayne Chapman Scholarship, and I'm going to read a little bit about this scholarship. We are pleased to announce the recipient. The program emphasizes civic engagement, leadership, and education for its recipients who receive tuition, fees, housing, textbooks, and a stipend for food for 4 years. I know. The program develops engaged scholars who understand that civic engagement is the key to personal growth as well as the growth and strength of a community. By providing the Chapman scholars the opportunity to study and live at Purdue Fort Wayne, they are actively engaged in challenging coursework, learning, leadership development, and civic engagement throughout their university experience. So, receiving this award, without further ado, is Adam Brown. The next award we have is that Trine University partners with Project Lead the Way to help meet the increasing demand of engineers and technologists to serve today's high-tech world. The university supports Project Lead the Way through renewable Project Lead the Way awards to students who have participated in the programs. The Project Lead the Way tuition is a $1,000 renewable award given to students who have completed a minimum of 2 Project Lead the Way courses with grades of B or above. Receiving this award is William Tone.
Senator Richard G. Lugar Academic Award recognizes Senator Lugar's longstanding association with the University of Indianapolis as a visiting professor and trustee. Madison Cranko is a recipient of this award. She will receive $15,500 per academic year for a maximum of 4 years.
The American Legion Auxilary is happy to announce their scholarship recipients of $500 each. And they are Grace Dakey, Gabriella Goss, Adrienne Shepard, and Sierra Weathers. We also have a name that's also received $750 scholarship through the American Legion Auxilary, and that is Zane Gilbreth.
RHS Key Club sponsors 4 American Red Cross blood drives each school year. And in turn, the Red Cross gives RHS a scholarship based on the number of units of blood collected that year. This year, with our last drive just today, we collected over 100 units. Therefore, our scholarship amount this year is $750. And tonight, we're going to divide that between 2 students who we want to recognize for their generous spirit and their desire to give back to their community and to help others. One student has given blood numerous times over her high school career. I couldn't quite find every time with the records, but a lot of times. The other student has helped man most of the blood drives we've had. So on behalf of the Key Club, it is my pleasure to present this year's American Red Cross Scholarship to Bella Miller and Abby Sheets.
The Babcock Scholarship Fund was established for Rochester High School students by Charles and Elizabeth Babcock. Scholarships are awarded by a committee of faculty, members on the basis of scholarship, character, financial need, and service to community and school. The recipients of the Babcock Scholarship are Rebecca Bainey, Grace Dakey, come on up, yeah. Cody Dennis, Kirsta Gardner, Gabriella Goss, Caleb Haynes, Catherine Hughes, Danae Lease, Braden Perez, Gary Plummer, Jerry Plummer, Austin Razor, Skylar Razor, Sarah Rohr, Adrian Shepard, Riley Tao, Sierra Weathers, Zane Young, and Carly Zellers. These recipients are receiving an award of $500. A round of applause.
The next award we have is the Rochester Eagles Auxiliary Award. The Rochester Eagles Auxiliary has continually and graciously awarded Rochester seniors scholarships. This year, they are awarding 3 $750 scholarships to Madison Karenko, Gary Plummer, and Jerry Plummer. The Rochester Fraternal Order of Eagles, Lodge number 852, is awarding several $750 scholarships to this year's following seniors. They are Carly Beeler, Jalen Calvert, Grace Dakey, Jacayla Fluke, Gabriella Goss, Wesley Scobie, Adrienne Shepard, Briley Tao, Sierra Weathers, and Carly Zellers.
My 5th year representing the Elks Lodge 2120 scholarships. I still marvel at all the hardworking, intelligent, and good-looking kids that come through Rochester High School. Yeah, nice-looking group, really. First, let me congratulate all of you. You wouldn't be here sitting in this auditorium tonight if you hadn't accomplished something. So that's really good. I want to congratulate you on that and your efforts and your accomplishments, and you are this far away from your next big adventure. So don't mess it up. I'm going to hand out some scholarships. We seem to have a little trouble maneuvering this stage. Look at all this room over here. Okay, so I don't have that big of a group, but when you come up, come over to my right. Okay. Receiving $500 scholarship from the local Elks 2120 are Grace Dakey, Wes Scobie, and Jason Thone. I got this. Hang on, we'll get this figured out. It's Will. We also have students who have received a $1,000 scholarship from the State Elks Scholarship Fund. We have Sarah Rohr and Briley Towell. And before you start to applaud, I also want to recognize Adam Brown. He has received this same scholarship, but has given it back so that it can benefit somebody else, because obviously this kid is raking in the dough. So I still want you to come up here because, oh, you're such a nice boy.
present the Fraunfelter Scholarship on behalf of the Fraunfelter family. This scholarship was created by the Fraunfelters in 2002. The primary purpose of the fund is to provide scholarships for qualified students graduating from Rochester High School who are likely to succeed as college, university, or trade school students. The Fraunfelters feel there is nothing more important from a society standpoint than the education of our youth. This year, there are 3 recipients of the Fraunfelter Scholarship. They are Avery Pearson, Gary Plummer, and Jerry Plummer. Staff, the volunteers, and all of the donors of the Community Foundation, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2019. While you are receiving some considerable financial awards this evening, the foundation will be able to distribute, with the help of donors, over $68,000 in scholarships to Rochester High School students. We also want you to know that these awards also mean that we as a community believe in you. We want to be able to encourage you to take that next step, to be successful in what you do in the future. And these awards are a small token of that belief in you, and let them be encouragement for you as you go forward into your education. The next scholarship that I have to present is the Fulton County Community Foundation Scholarship. This is a scholarship that is used to recognize students who were selected as finalists for the Fulton County Lilly Scholarship. It's used to recognize students who have performed well academically, have also shown good character, been involved in community through work, volunteer, and extracurricular activities. This year there are 3 recipients from Rochester High School. They are Adam Brown, Gabriella Goss, and Isaac Smith.
On behalf of the Fulton County Farm Bureau Board, as the president, I am very honored to be here tonight, be able to present you guys with a couple of scholarships. I do want to make one request. For every single one of you 2019 graduates, first of all, congratulations. But when you do come up here, as Bryan had mentioned, I want to encourage you to look upon the crowd, because not only does our community believe in you, but every single person here believes in you. You guys will step out, you will conquer and divide, and you will make us all proud. So congratulations on your accomplishments. If I could have Riley Tao, Jerry Plummer, Kirsten Gardner, and Avery Pearson come forward.
Good evening. I'm here tonight to represent the Fulton County Fraternal Order of Police. And I would ask that Danae Lease please come forward. On behalf of the Fulton County Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 143, comprises of about 40 members, retired and active duty officers in Fulton County, sheriff's deputies, police officers, state police conservation officers. We'd like to congratulate you on being our scholarship winner this year. Wish you much success in your pursuit of your future education and job opportunities. You've been awarded a $500 scholarship by the lodge. Congratulations.
The Girl Scouts are next, and we will have them come up and make their presentation.
Our mission as Girl Scout builds girls of courage, confidence, and character that makes the world a better place. This student has been attending Girl Scouts since she was in kindergarten. Starting as a daisy, she's been a Girl Scout, sister Girl Scout to everybody. Over the last 12 years, she's worked as a role model to over 100 girls. Her family had a house fire last November and had lost everything. Our leaders worked very hard to present her today with her new vest and all of her badges and awards. Over the years, she has earned her silver and gold, and her gold torch award. She's also earned her bronze award and her silver award. And now, in her last year of Girl Scouts, she has worked really hard on getting her gold award. Upon finishing her gold award, the Fulton County Girl Scouts would like to present Shelby Reisner with her scholarship award of $250.
Award we're going to present is the Fulton County Pork Producers Agriculture Scholarship. This evening, the recipients are Kirsta Gardner, Gary Plummer, and Briley Tao in the amount of $500 apiece. And there is another winner. Another recipient is going to be Zane Young, and we have his scholarship up here as well for $250. The next scholarship is the Fulton County 4-H. They recognize the hard work of all of our members. This year, our 4-H program has the honor of being able to recognize a few of its members with some scholarships. Receiving the Fulton County 4-H Livestock Sale Committee scholarships are Kirsta Gardner and Briley Tao.
Receiving the Indiana 4-H Foundation scholarships this evening are Adrian Shepard and Briley Tao. These are in the amount, Adrian is in the amount of $250, and Riley's in the amount of $1,000.
Graduated from Rochester High School in 1987. She created this scholarship in 2001 after being provided with an award for some of her engineering accomplishments. The scholarship is used to assist qualified students graduating from Rochester High School who are interested in the study of science and technology. This year, the recipient of the Melissa Hoffman Gamble Scholarship is Jerry Plummer.
Coach Bryan Hooker, my husband, set up the coach's scholarship 2 years ago. So when we lost him this year to this horrible GBM brain tumor, we as family wanted to keep his memory alive through granting scholarship money to students graduating from RHS. Now, anyone who knew Coach Hooker knew that he was a devoted Zebra fan for his entire life. He supported athletes from the stands or on the sidelines. He truly believed that athletics helped everyone succeed. Football coaching his last 2 years made a dream of his come true. His generous memorial money, plus the money that he collected from the other coaches and staff, plus his famous t-shirt sales, all contributed to this year's scholarship monies. We thank you to all who gave memorials. You've touched our hearts incredibly.
There will be 3 recipients receiving $750 each after the completion of their first semester. Zane Gilbreth, Sierra Weathers, and Sarah Rohr.
This year only, being the year that we lost Coach Hooker, we decided to bless 2 others solely based on Coach Hooker's RHS football team. Not only were these gentlemen leaders on the field, they also were mentioned by other coaches too. And they were told about being outstanding leaders dedicated to helping all members of their teams. As Coach Hooker fell ill during the end of this past football season, these men had a unique way of making Coach smile and feel appreciated. They kept a conversation going with Coach, even when his words were lost.
2 recipients receiving $350 each after the completion of their first semester. We'd like to congratulate Wilson Dalton and Jerry Plummer.
Thank you to all the applicants. We wish you well next year. We will be continuing the Brian Hooker Coaches Scholarship next year, and we hope to see you all.
My name is Janet Cox, and I'm Vice President of Kappa Delta Phi Sorority. Our sorority has been in this community for 91 years. So I wasn't there in the beginning, but I've been there a long time. Anyway, we have 3 students that are going to get $500 scholarships. And when you eat those chicken and noodles at the Trail of Courage, you know where your money's going. I need to have Jerry Plummer, Isabella Miller, and Adrian Shepard.
It's my honor this evening to present scholarships on behalf of the Rochester Kiwanis Club. These scholarships are used to recognize students who have displayed the values that Kiwanis Club members hold and have also provided community service. We'd like to say thank you to everybody who has supported our fundraisers, our chicken noodle dinner in the spring and turkey dinner in the fall. Thank you to the Key Clubs who help us make those dinners possible. These awards go to students who are involved in Key Club or have family members involved in Kiwanis. So this year we have 3 recipients of the Kiwanis Scholarship. They are Wilson Dalton, Abby Sheets, and Avery Pearson. The Kiwanis Club also has the opportunity to present the Murray McCarty Outstanding Boy and Girl Awards. This year, the recipient for Outstanding Girl is Grace Dakey, and for Outstanding Boy is Zane Gilbert.
Good evening, and I want to say a big thank you to moms, dads, grandpas, and grandmas for their constant nurturing, for their love and support over the last 18 or 19 years. Also, a big thanks to the teachers of Columbia School, where all the foundation of education is grounded, and the teachers and staff at Riddle and Middle, where education is honed. and continued exploration and diversity is promoted for an epic learning experience at the famous Rochester High School. Been here for many years. Zebra Nation. That's right. And Zebra Nation is giving the Rochester community in Fulton County the best and the brightest. Also, not to be left out is our famous administrators and staff and counselors, the school board, and all of them for their dynamic contributions with shaping the journey for each student that has passed through these great halls. Just wanted to let you know that. I wanted to let you know that it's also an honor and a privilege to represent the famous roaring Rochester Lions Club and their scholarship committee. We meet a couple of times each month, although we're changing that. We're adapting, and we're going to be meeting monthly coming up in July. And we welcome any of you that would like to join us, moms and dads, grandpas and grandmas, or you students. So it's great to see you all tonight. We're always looking for a few good men and women. We're very proud to say that we've contributed over $93,000 to RHS students in furthering their formal education over the years. How does this happen? Because we are a small but powerful and mighty club. And the reason why is because of our delicious, earth-shattering, best shakes on the planet. Because they too are epic. Catch us at the Fulton County 4-H Fair or the Blueberry Festival and enjoy a chilling experience with our shakes. This year we had about 22 applicants. So just remember that when you're buying those shakes and you're chilling to the bone, you're helping all the scholarship winners. Anyway, the selection process was grueling, it was challenging. This year's class is among the best. Highest quality, very competitive in nature, and they are among our strongest candidates. We are happy with the proud Zebras and the class of 2019. We congratulate you all. Considerations for our scholarships are academic performance, community service, activities, and written communications. Please join me in congratulating the 2019 edition of the Rochester Zebras Rochester Scholarship from the Lions Club. And if you want to hold your applause till they all come up, but we have Sierra Weathers, come on down. Catherine Hughes, Isaac Smith, and Zane Gilbreth.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mckee, president of the Rochester Optimist Club. Our club is going to be giving 9 $1,000 scholarships tonight. All of you are a part of that. If you've ever come to a pancake breakfast that we sponsor, or help at the pumpkin, buy pumpkins, or set up displays. I'd kind of like to know how many of you graduating seniors have helped at the pumpkin harvest or in any way at the pumpkins at any time in the last 4 years. Isn't that awesome? So in doing that, these students earned money for their own club activities, their own, the football players, the cheerleaders, the different groups. What is the Optimist Club about? By providing hope and a positive vision, optimists strive to bring out the best in youth, our communities, and ourselves. Our club in this community is 63 members strong, but we're always looking for more members. Someone who's dedicated to helping the youth, to bettering themselves, and to helping the community. We invite you to come. We meet at Giretti's at 6:45 a.m. because we are optimists. That's on Monday mornings. So it's early, but you start the week off with a smile and a positive attitude. I'm going to ask these first 8 to come up. Jerry Plummer, Sarah Rohr, Avery Pearson, Grace Dockey. If I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Zane Gilbreth, Sierra Weathers, Catherine Hughes, and Abby Sheets. Our 9th scholarship winner is a very special award. It's the Jim Bartman Education Award, given to a student who's going to be going into education. Brady Perez. Would you come up? Now, I've got a plaque for you tonight. A ticket for the pancake breakfast on Memorial Day. And we're inviting you to come to our meeting on Monday morning at 6:45, and that is where you get your money. So there is an RSVP in there, so please do RSVP, and your parents or guardians are welcome to come, and we provide your breakfast at Giretti's, okay? So kids, get your RSVPs in, and we'll see you Monday, all right? And thank you all.
Sorority members work throughout the year to support music, art, literature, and speech and hearing causes. Humbled by the support of our community, we present tonight 4 $1,000 scholarships to deserving students. They are made possible by the sale of flowers, porta pit chicken, and cheese balls, among other fundraisers. So when somebody comes knocking on your door asking you to buy cheese balls, please do it. In return, we hang art banners on Main Street, buy sheet music, provide free speech and hearing clinics, and give scholarships. Tonight, we congratulate these 2019 scholarship winners. Carly Beeler, Speech, Language, and Hearing Sciences, Grace Stakey, Speech, Language, and Hearing Sciences, Gabriella Goss, Art and Music, and Lillian Scott, Speech, Language, Pathology.
Good evening. Each year, Fulton County RMC makes available scholarships to the 7 schools that serve our service territory. This year, the recipient for the scholarship, it's a $500 scholarship this year, Grace Stakey. And then you can stay or go, stay, it doesn't matter. And then about 3 years ago, we changed our scholarship program, and we asked for students to come and be student directors. This gal's been a student director for 2 years. I hope she's enjoyed it as much as we have enjoyed having her. So I have a $3,000 scholarship for Briley Towel.
The Richland Center IOOF Scholarship is awarded to seniors who reside in Richland Township or have a family member who is a member of the lodge. This year's recipient of a $300 award is Kirsta Gardner. Some scholarships are very serious and some are more fun. Teachers and staff at RHS agree to pay $1 per week to wear jeans each Friday. The result is a Casual Friday fund that is designated for a deserving senior who applies for many scholarships, is academically strong, highly motivated to succeed, but may not receive much scholarship support. Receiving a $1,000 scholarship is Jacob Dillingham.
All right, good evening. My name is Samantha Schreiber, and I'm serving as the Rochester FFA chapter president. And I'm here on behalf of the chapter tonight to award, or to present 6 scholarships. So if I call your name, please come up so I can get this to you. We have Becca Bamey, Kirsta Gardner, Gary Plummer, Jerry Plummer, Wes Scobie, and Briley Towell. Applause. Thank you.
The Rochester IOOF has consistently and graciously awarded Rochester High School seniors scholarships. This year they are awarding 2 scholarships each in the amount of $500. Congratulations to this year's recipients, Zane Gilbreth and Sierra Weathers.
Established in 2003, the Lawrence J. Violet M. Sywert Scholarship was established by the Sywerts to provide scholarship support to students graduating from Rochester High School. Lawrence and Violet's children all graduated from Rochester High School and have all successfully completed college educations. They started the fund to help others have these same opportunities. This year, the recipient of the Lawrence J. and Violet M. Cywork Scholarship is Avery Pearson.
La recipiente de la beca del Club de Español es una mujer muy especial. La he enseñado por 4 años en una capacidad u otra. You got it, you're fine. En esos 4 años la he conocido muy bien y muy pronto voy a llamarla mi amiga. Su futuro será fenomenal, a pesar de la adversidad que ha enfrentado. No dudo que ella tendrá éxito. Ella es organizada, motivada, seria y graciosa, simpática, inteligente y trabajadorísima. Es alguien tan única. Esta beca vale $500 y this is just like classes, well, you don't know what I'm saying. All right. Y la recipiente puede colgar el dinero después de completar con éxito una clase de español en la universidad. Y es un placer presentar esta beca a Sierra Weathers.
First, let me start by congratulating the class of 2019. It is an accomplishment to be here, and it is a pleasure to be here myself. I apologize because I was given this task at a very late time this week. I won't name any names. And so I don't have any fun stories about our recipients this evening, but I will start with a little history on the sorority of Kappa Kappa Kappa. We are an Indiana-only sorority, and we were founded in 1901 for ladies only. So any ladies that, as you graduate, you might be interested in joining sorority, we would certainly entertain that. And it is my privilege to present 2 students, one with a $500 scholarship and one with a $1,000 scholarship. The focus of Kappa 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 is charity, culture, and education. So when you see poinsettia sales, nut sales, or Easter flower sales, that would be us contributing to your education. The first recipient receiving a $500 scholarship is Miss Grace Dakey. And our second recipient for $1,000 goes to Isaac Smith. Again, congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Township Scholarship Fund was established by some anonymous individuals in our community that wanted to support students furthering their education. This has been made possible through several individuals who felt compelled to invest in the young people residing in Union Township. These anonymous donors helped create this scholarship to further encourage students in Union Township to pursue their educational goals. This year, the recipient of the Union Township Scholarship Fund is Rebecca Bamey.
The Woodland Hospital Auxilary offers scholarships for Fulton County graduates going into any medical-related career. This year's $1,000 health career scholarship winners are Catherine Hughes and Terry Walker.
To be considered for the Paul and Dorothy Arvin Memorial Scholarship, students must be planning to enter the nursing profession or pursue a degree in the field of agriculture. Students must be residents of Fulton County, have displayed good citizenship in school, work, and community, and also displayed good academic accomplishments. This year, there are 2 recipients of the Paul and Dorothy Arvin Memorial Scholarship. They are Krista Gardner and Riley Towell.
Good evening. My name is Whitley Bartman, and I am the first and oldest, obviously, of the Grandpa's grandchildren.
I'm older than she is, though. I'm Stephanie Bartman, and I was Jim's wife. And Whitley and I are honored to present the Jim Bartman Memorial Scholarship. Most of you 2019 graduating seniors were born in 2000, 2001, which means you never got the opportunity to meet the individual that this scholarship is in memory of. But I'm absolutely positive that there are some parents and parents and other adults and grandparents that are out there that remember Jim Bartman. He was a teacher at Riddle and then became the Riddle principal. And I think probably those grandparents and parents could probably tell you some stories. They just may have made trips up to the office to see Mr. Bartman occasionally, but probably none of your grandparents, okay? Probably just other people did that. Within his career, he taught and was an administrator here in Rochester at the Riddle Elementary School the entire time at Riddle Elementary for 36 years. And that 36th year, his career and his life ended with a 4-month battle with cancer.
I was his oldest grandchild at the age of 1.5. I wish I got to meet Grandpa, talk to him, and spend time with him. That way I could fully understand why people tell the stories about Grandpa. but I have come to realize that I see him every day. I see him in the students, teachers, farmers, and community. I see his passion for teaching and the amazing educators we have. I see his ambition and work ethic in our farmers who are working endlessly right now to get crops in because it won't stop raining. I see his love and kindness in my family and all the people he touched. Although I've never truly got to know my grandpa, I can understand how much of an influence he was on this community because of this community. The recipients we have chosen for our 2 $500 scholarships possess passion, love, ambition, and kindness that Grandpa showed during his lifetime. We hope,
and we expect,
our 2 recipients to carry on his legacy. We are pleased and proud to award the Jim Bartman Memorial Scholarship to Gary Plummer and Briley Towell.
Brenell Memorial Scholarship was established by Mabel Blackner as a memorial to her son, who died in a tragic accident while he was only 19. He was an outstanding student and athlete at Rochester High School and a student at the University of Arizona. This remembrance highlights the excellence the Blackner family brought to the Rochester community through their local spirit of philanthropy. This scholarship is used to support students who have demonstrated academic ability, involvement with leadership activities, service to community or church, good character, and citizenship. This year we have a number of awards from the Brenell Blackner Memorial Scholarship. The recipients include Jacelyn Brown, Grace Dakey, Zane Gilbreth, Gabriella Goss, Catherine Hughes, Karina Peterson, Jerry Plummer, Sarah Rohr, Briley Towell, and Sierra Weathers. On the next scholarship. The Zelma, Cradle, and Helen and Carl Wilson Memorial Scholarship was created as a memorial to 3 special people in our community. Zelma Cradle was a retired bookkeeper from Farmers and Merchants Bank and was a member of the Trinity United Methodist Church and Fulton County Historical Society. Carl and Helen Wilson were married on June 16, 1948. Helen was born in Rochester and taught elementary school in Rochester and Peru for many years. Carl was a graduate of Onward High School and attended Purdue University. He was a lifelong farmer in the Onward area before they retired to the Winona Lake area. This year, the recipient of the Zelma Cradle and Helen and Carl Wilson Memorial Scholarship is Sierra Weathers. The next scholarship I have the honor of presenting is the W.D. Cumberland 4-H Scholarship. Walt Cumberland was known throughout the area as being a friend of 4-H. The W.D. Cumberland 4-H Scholarship was set up by his children, Adele, Scott, Sheila, Paige, and Chad, to honor his dedication to the 4-H program. This year, the recipient of the scholarship is Briley Towell. Established in 2015, the Herb Davidson Athletic Scholarship honors Herb, a dedicated fan of Rochester High School athletics, especially basketball and football. Rumor had it that a game couldn't be played unless he was in the stands. Herb was a gifted engineer, entrepreneur, and decorated World War II veteran and a loving family man. This year, there are 3 recipients of the Herb Davidson Athletic Scholarship. They are Jerry Plummer, Riley Towell, and Sierra Weathers. The Simon Scholarship was established by the friends and family of the late Rochester High School teacher to provide scholarship for students planning to pursue a degree in an agriculture field. This year there are 3 recipients. They are Krista Gardner, Gary Plummer, and Briley Towell.
I'm Tim Eisinger, and I'm here to present the Dale Eisinger and Robert C. Tobey Agricultural Scholarship for any student interested in continuing an education in farming, the agricultural profession, horticulture, and the plant sciences. My father, Dale Eisinger, started Purdue in 1939. His father let him sell a feeder calf to pay for his first semester tuition. And my, how times have changed on that principle. He got interrupted by the war, was an artillery officer in Europe during World War II, received the Bronze Star and the Silver Star for heroism, and following the war he remained in the military for 1.5 years and worked on Operation Paperclip, which retrieved German rocket scientists and got them back to the United States to work on our upcoming rocket program. He continued on after the war in a special federal grant program through the Marshall Plan that worked with adult farmers, vocational schooling, and again in an era where you could still get into farming if you had not been involved in it previously. And eventually taught school, junior high science in Rochester for 36 years. And Robert Tobey was a lifelong farmer, loved the land, did not have a formal education, but he really was a self-taught scholar, could do numerous bird calls, handcrafted carving, loved the land, loved everything about farming, and that's why this scholarship is presented tonight. And I'm sorry, my wife couldn't make it. She unloaded a half a ton of feed for her sheep and kind of outdid herself. Her father, Robert Tobey, like I said, lifelong farmer, loved everything about it. The scholarship this year goes to, we're very glad to give it to, for $500 to Gary Plummer.
Good evening. On behalf of my family, I would like to congratulate all the soon-to-be graduating seniors here tonight. We are Joe and John McCarter, nephews, Joanna Ruth Ewing, my mother Katie's sister. Aunt Joanne graduated from Rochester High School in 1950. She continued her education career at Indiana University and graduated from there in 1954 with a degree in education. She was a dedicated teacher of Spanish and English for 40 years. Aunt Joanne traveled and studied in several foreign countries. She had a love for people and a love for life. She was very active in the church and community. She believed in and lived a life of learning. The Joanne Ruth Ewing Education Scholarship was created in memory of my aunt to aid a graduating senior that shares the same values as she did, including an educated, related field of study. It is with great pleasure that we present the Joanne Ruth Ewing Scholarship to Madison Krenko. Also, on behalf of my family, I would like to thank all the parents, relatives, teachers, and others that have mentored these students throughout their school careers. Having mentors or people to look up to is very important for all of us. I was fortunate growing up with a mentor as an older brother. A 1978 Rochester graduate, my brother David earned 9 varsity letters across 4 different sports, led the Zebras to the 1978 Warsaw Basketball Sectional Championship, the last open class basketball championship Rochester would win. He was voted unanimously to the Northern Lakes Conference first team, excelled academically, graduating the top 10 of his senior class. He was a person many looked up to, not just because of his achievements, but more importantly, how he led by example in those endeavors. He did things the right way. He worked extremely hard to improve and do the best he could in whatever he did. It is through the generosity of many of David's friends and relatives that we are able to honor his memory by awarding the David Ewing McCarter Athletic Scholarship to 4 graduating seniors tonight. The recipients of this year's scholarship have participated in many activities over the past 4 years. They've worked hard to improve while participating in multiple sports and striving to perform at the highest level possible. It is with great pleasure that we present the David Ewing McCarter Athletic Scholarship to Adrienne Shepard, Sarah Weathers, Zane Gilbreth, and Brady Perez.
I'm back. Okay, this time I want to let you know that it's an honor as well as my humble privilege to present the Jane Ann Good Memorial Scholarship this evening to a well-deserving Rochester High School student. This is a $4,000 scholarship that will be paid over the 4 years of the educational experience. And it's made possible by the generous offerings of Jane's friends, relatives, and community associates following her unexpected death. This is the 35th year that Jane's Memorial Scholarship is awarded, and I was thinking back to the day she graduated in '79, and I know none of you guys were born back then, but this will be her 40th year since graduating from Rochester High School. I want you to know that I do miss my sister Jane, and each year as I present this scholarship, I am once again reminded about how fragile life is and how very brief our journey. I am reminded that things we can't take with us, but more importantly, I'm reminded of the good things that we leave behind. Jane was a vibrant member of Zebra Nation before the word was even invented. Several decades back, graduating from Rochester High School in 1979, she was a cheerleader. She was a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, a member of the Lady Zebras basketball team, standing at 5'10.5" while playing power forward, and as a member of the ladies track team. She also held the Rochester High School long jump record till close to the close of the turn of the century. She was fun-loving. She was amazing. Of course, I looked up to her. She was about 4 inches taller than me. She was a young lady of great faith. She was loyal and devoted and very goal-oriented. Moving on to college, in the college arena, Jane studied business at Butler University. She was a Lady Bulldog, where she was a scholarship member of the lady basketball teams, the Lady Bulldogs. And if you can imagine this, when you think how good Notre Dame is nowadays, it was an annual event that the Lady Bulldogs thumped the Lady Fighting Irish. It wouldn't happen nowadays, but it did back then. And she was on the team and proud of it. Anyway, they were a force to be reckoned with, just like our Lady Zebras were. Now, a little bit about tonight's recipient. She is a natural-born leader who improves every class she is in and being a part of it. Extremely bright, and she envisions great success at the university level. Her kind and caring spirit sets her apart from her peers. Memberships include National Honor Society. She's a New Tech ambassador, a member of Student Council. She exemplifies everything that's important at Rochester High School, making it a better place to be by enhancing the school community's environment. She's also a 10-year 4-H member, giving back to her community as she has been a counselor with Camp We Can, the GIVE program, helped at the animal shelter. She's worked as a pumpkin picker at the Optimist Club, and she's also a junior achievement volunteer. She was gifted also as an athlete and is highly decorated in her chosen sport. She was a member of the Lady Zebras tennis team. She also earned the Mental Attitude Award, Academic All-Conference, and she's also had academic awards as far as Outstanding Biomed and Outstanding Pre-Calculus students. She's academically ranked among the top 10. And another thing that was very impressive about our winner this year, she identified her greatest role model and the most influential person as being her grandpa. She conveys the character traits of a solid work ethic, determination, kindness, and forgiveness, and how it pays off, and it's all in the way that you treat others and how you make people feel. She has illustrated these characteristics through her volunteer work, good grades, and her school and community and involvement. And I want to let you know that her mother is her rock. I can identify with that. The 2019 Jane Ann Good Memorial Scholarship winner will be studying biology with a focus on professionalizing herself in the area of being either a speech pathologist or a dentist. Please join me in congratulating this future Purdue University student. Boiler up. She's a homecoming queen, and her name is Miss Grace Lillian Dakey. Come on down.
Hagerty Memorial Scholarship Fund was created by Don Bell Hagerty, Roy's help students who are enrolled full-time at Indiana University Bloomington or one of the other various IU campuses. Roy attended the University of Minnesota studying building design. Donabelle attended college in Chicago and was a skilled musician and harpist with numerous symphonies, including the South Bend Symphony. This year from Rochester High School, there are 2 recipients of the Roy Hagerty Memorial Scholarship. They are Elena Richards and Terry Walker.
Good evening and congratulations, graduates. But not just graduates, also the parents, grandparents, and all of those who have helped and supported these young people along the way. I'm Abigail Powell. I'm the eldest great-granddaughter of Steve and Catherine Hartzler, and I had the honor of truly getting to know them before they passed away. This is my great-aunt Stephanie Bartman and my grandma Melinda Pratt. We are proud to represent our families and my Uncle Mark's family as we award the scholarship in memory of Steve and Catherine Hartzler. My grandparents were very hardworking and civic-minded. They believed in family, community, contributing, and giving back. They believed in the future of Fulton County and worked tirelessly for the betterment of Fulton County government and the state of Indiana government. They loved and supported the 4-H program and recognized its value for developing youth leadership. Before their deaths, they themselves made the original monetary contribution and set the selection criteria for awarding this scholarship. This scholarship recipient tonight was chosen based on her commitment to academics, school activities, athletic participation, community service, 4-H program participation, and writing a short essay. Again this year, we had several wonderful applicants from area schools. We want to thank each of you for applying. As a senior myself, I know how hard it is to find time to apply for scholarships, and it's a huge commitment. Congratulations and our family's best wishes to the 2019 Stephen and Catherine Hartzler Memorial Scholarship winner, Adrian Shepard.
Phyllis Onstott Maroney Heminger Memorial Scholarship was established in 2013 by Phyllis's sister Phoebe Lykowski to preserve her sister's memory. The scholarship celebrates Phyllis's love of writing by assisting students pursuing a degree in the field of communications. This year, the recipient of the Phyllis Onstott Maroney Heminger Memorial Scholarship is Lillian Scott. Was a graduate of Kewanna High School and also a graduate of Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne. He completed his studies with a Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Engineering. The scholarship was established by friends and family in memory of Mark, a beloved father, husband, and friend. To be eligible for this scholarship, students must be Fulton County residents who plan to attend a 4-year college or university in Indiana.
Criteria also include first-generation college students, financial need, and part-time employment during high school. Preference is also given to students who plan to study engineering or a medical field. This year, the recipient of the Mark Howdeshell Memorial Scholarship is Sierra Weathers. King Annis Scholarship was established by Millie Annis to honor her son, Paul King Annis. He was a 1966 graduate of Rochester High School and received a bachelor's degree from Indiana University. He grew up on Lake Manitou, enjoying the water sports, especially water skiing. His passion for water sports led him to spend the majority of his life living in Hawaii, where he was the recreational director for Club Med. This year, the recipient of the King Annis Scholarship is Terry Walker. The Angela J. Kokendorfer Memorial Scholarship was created through the Community Foundation in 1998 in memory of Angela. This scholarship supports graduating Rochester High School students who are either hearing impaired or plan to study in the field of education for the hearing impaired. This year, the recipients of the Angela J. Kokendorfer Memorial Scholarship are Carly Beeler and Grace Davey.
The William J. Kurz Memorial Scholarship was established in 1988 by the family and friends of the late William J. Kurz, who was a member of the Board of Trustees of the Rochester Community School Corporation from 1985 to 1988. Throughout his life, William Kurz advocated the belief that a complete education was a critical element in preparing for life. He also believed that those individuals who demonstrated the personal characteristics of initiative, perseverance, optimism, good humor, and who continually strive to do their best, make the best use of that education. Over the course of their lives, this has become very, very important. This scholarship is presented annually to that Rochester Community High School student whose approach to life and education mirrors those qualities and who has also demonstrated continued academic improvement over the course of his or her high school career. This year, the children of Mr. Kurz have contributed the additional amount to the scholarship, making the total value of the scholarship $1,150. This year's scholarship winner is Dawson Carrico.
Jason Mccullough Memorial Scholarship was established by Jason's family to honor his memory and provide scholarships for Fulton County students. Jason was a 2004 graduate of Tippecanoe Valley High School, member of Trinity United Methodist Church, a beloved son, brother, and faithful friend who's greatly missed by all who are touched by his shining spirit. This year, the recipient of the Jason Mccullough Memorial Scholarship is Carly Zellers.
Good evening, I'm Lenny Mckee, and I was married to Coach John Mckee. And as Stephanie talked earlier, our husbands were passed before a lot of you were born. John lost his battle to cancer in 2002, but I just want to take a moment to tell you a little bit about him. He went to Rochester High School and graduated in 1971. He was a football player and a wrestler, and went into the Army after high school, and was given the opportunity to coach wrestling at Rochester High School, and then was asked to do middle school football. And then when Mark Miller came to town, he and John coached wrestling together, and then he asked him to come to the high school level and coach the defensive line and the freshman defense. He was very proud to be one of the coaches of the 1987 state championship, and John had a passion for all sports and all kids, and gave a lot to it. And even to this day, I still have players that come up to me and talk to me about the impact that he made on their lives. We have given out over, I meant to get the number and went to the zoo with the kindergartners today instead. So I know we have given over 40 scholarships since we started in 2002, and I'm very proud to give 2 more $500 scholarships tonight to Catherine Hughes and Zane Galbraith.
Jeff Mclaughlin was an outstanding student athlete, a leader, and one of the finest linebackers to ever play football at Rochester High School. Jeff went on to Wabash College, where he had a stellar football career, receiving All-American honors. He will be inducted in November 2018 into the Wabash College Hall of Fame. Jeff was a Ranger in the Army, then a police officer, while continuing his service in the Indiana National Guard. Jeff Mclaughlin spent his life dedicated to the pursuit of excellence and the service of his country. Sadly, Jeff was killed by sniper fire in Afghanistan on July 5, 2006. The Jeff Mclaughlin Memorial Scholarship has been established to honor one of Rochester High School's finest football players and a fallen hero of our community. The scholarship will be awarded to a Rochester High School senior, male or female athlete, with consideration being given to football participants. In addition to the monetary amount, the recipient will have his or her name engraved on the plaque that bears Jeff's picture. The recipient of this scholarship is someone who demonstrates the traits and character that Jeff Mclaughlin possessed. The Mclaughlin family is proud to have Zane Galbraith receive the Jeff Mclaughlin Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is in the amount of $2,000.
Harold E. and Neva Funk Meixel Scholarship was established to celebrate the donor's dedication to education and to benefit students residing in Abinabi, Wayne, Liberty, and Rochester Townships. Neva was an educator and taught in area schools for 41 years. She and her husband Harold cared for the land that he farmed and the students that meant so much to both of them. This year, there are 2 recipients from Rochester High School of the Harold E. and Neva Funk Meixel Scholarship. They are Grace Dakey and Jerry Plummer.
Our friend and brother Nick Patterson was killed while serving our country in Iraq on September 10th, 2007. We wanted to keep Nick's name alive, so we formed a scholarship and a community scholarship organization to keep his name alive in the community. To date, I believe Kyle told me we are up to 64 $1,000 scholarships tonight. Plus, we just gave away a generous donation of $20,000 to the Rochester Youth Baseball League. None of this is possible without the generous donations of our donors and community members, so thank you all very much. Tonight we're going to be giving out 6 scholarships, starting with Jerry Plummer.
Brady Perez, Sierra Weathers.
Catherine Hughes.
Zane Gilbreth. We have a young man that's chosen to enter into the United States Air Force. I think we all owe him a round of applause, Drew Sailors.
Joseph and Virginia Quick were the owners-operators of Quick Lanes in Rochester, Indiana for over 37 years, from 1951 to 1987. Their love of bowling led the family to establish a scholarship in their memory. This year, the recipient of the Joseph and Virginia Quick Scholarship is Terry Walker. Rochester Firefighters Memorial Scholarship was established following the death of Assistant Fire Chief Greg Miller. This scholarship was established to memorialize all fallen Rochester firefighters. This scholarship is made possible through the fire department's annual fundraiser and generous donations from the community in memory of Greg. Students must have graduated from Rochester High School, have a financial need, shown scholastic achievement in school, also provided much service to the community and through work. This year, the recipient of the Rochester Firefighters Memorial Scholarship is Carly Zellers.
Rochester High School Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was created through the shared vision of Bill Schroer, longtime guidance counselor and athletic director, and Dennis Eller, excellent principal for many years. While it is enjoyable to present scholarships, it is hard work to make contacts and convince people to contribute to set up a continuing fund that will help RHS for as long as scholarships are needed. These two gentlemen did all the hard work and deserve the credit for this scholarship that began in 1994. The criteria includes character, potential for success, school involvement, and scholarship. This year's recipient is Isaac Smith.
The Nelson W. Sadler Memorial Ag Scholarship was established by Kay Merling in memory of her father, Nelson Sadler. Nelson's dedication to agriculture and to the advancement of agriculture education is honored with this scholarship. This fund provides scholarships to qualified students graduating from Rochester, Caston, or Pioneer High Schools who are planning to pursue an education in an agriculture-related field. This year, the recipient of the Nelson W. Sadler Memorial Ag Scholarship is Briley Towell. Killing the suspense again. Established in 1999, the George M. and Wiley W. Schwank Memorial Scholarship provides scholarships to qualified students graduating from Rochester High School who are pursuing a career in the field of agriculture or an ag-related field. This year, the recipient of the George M. and Wiley W. Schwank Memorial Scholarship is Briley Towell.
Jordan Schaefer was a 2015 graduate of Rochester High School, where he participated in football, track, and wrestling. That would have been all of you graduating seniors. If you're doing the math, you guys would have been freshmen, I believe, then. He was a wrestling state finalist in the heavyweight division, finishing 8th in the state and accumulating 99 wins in his high school wrestling career. Jordan was a 6'4", 250-pound teddy bear that many of our youth wrestlers looked up to and always wanted to be around because he was such a big kid at heart. Sadly, on August the 12th, 2015, Jordan passed away from injuries sustained in a motor vehicle accident. It was decided that we would hold a wrestling tournament for our youth kids to honor his name. Money earned from this tournament was dedicated to a scholarship in Jordan's name. We are proud to present this year's scholarship of $1,000 to my man, Zane Gilbreth.
William A. Smith was the owner of Smitty's Garage and a loyal Moose Lodge member for many years. After his death, members of the Loyal Order of Moose and Women of the Moose created this scholarship in his honor. The scholarship is offered to daughters and sons of grandchildren of the members of the Manitou Moose Lodge number 1107. This year's recipients of the $500 scholarships are Wes Scobie and Zane Young.
Established in 2015, the Eric E. Smoker Memorial Scholarship was established by his parents, Ernie and Janelle Smoker, and sister Edwina Smoker, to provide scholarships to students pursuing advanced training in the field of fine art and applied arts. This scholarship is used to recognize Eric, a Rochester High School graduate and accomplished artist. This year, the recipient of the Eric E. Smoker Memorial Scholarship Fund is Gabriella Goss.
Dr. Russell L. and Pauline Wittenberger Sparks Scholarship is presented in the form that was spent most of their lives in the Rochester area. Dr. Sparks practiced dentistry in Rochester for many years. They were very pleased and very interested in young people and were instrumental in motivating many outside their immediate family to pursue college educations. In 1994, a scholarship was established in their honor. This year's scholarship recipient is Sierra Weathers. In closing, a couple things to say. That one thing that I've noticed is, and I feel a lot better about when it comes to my diet, is that I can eat a chilling shake or a cheese ball from a sorority or a pancake breakfast with the Optimist Club, and I'm helping scholarships. All right, that's a good thing. All right, I feel a lot better about that now that I can eat and not have a guilty conscience. And I feel very good about that. But in closing, on behalf of the RHS staff, we'd like to congratulate all the students who were recognized tonight. I know that greater honors and awards will be in the future. I know that they are still at this time seeking other awards and opportunities for funding for school or going on to further education. I'd like to thank all the organizations and individuals that made this evening possible. I'd like to recognize again the guidance department for their hard work to make this all possible. Sue Cash, who is not here, I don't believe, but she's really worked so incredibly hard on this as well. Parents, thank you for giving us the opportunity to work with such great students. They're champions, they're winners, they're accomplished individuals, and they've certainly earned the recognition here tonight. I want to remind you all that the senior parent breakfast is May the 29th at 7 a.m. Commencement and baccalaureate, May 31st at 7 p.m. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for attending tonight's ceremony.